modern language, I can say, and the pronunciation is kind of difficulty because some, even though we understand English, because Philippines is the only really probably the only English-speaking country in the Far East during that time, which is a lot of them because being on the former U.S. territory, were educated. We use American books, so a lot of them speak English, but we can always call them Taglish, Tagalog, which is a native tongue, and English. So it's just like a Taglish. You probably since you imagine being an Asian learning about some of the lingo that they not only pronunciation and the difficulty of explaining some of this jargon that they use that you have to understand too. So it's everything is a learning curve, not only the language, but some of the slang language and the environment. In fact, when we arrived in Tennessee, that winter was the worst blizzard in Tennessee in ages. And they were kidding me, say, Pete, you brought this daggone blizzard out there. It was so cold. The snow was knee high. And then we are we're new in the country. And I remember my mom said, well, you better bundle up good. I think I wear about 2 pairs of socks, and I got one of these, look like a helmet. It's like a pilot hat, so you can cover your ears because it was so damn cold out there. And there was a dessert that in the Philippines we call them halo-halo. It's a mixture of ground ice, and you put some concoction like tropical fruits in there. But the first snow we saw, well, hey, we don't have to grind the ice. We just go out there and pick up that snow and put it on the glass, and we get some milk and we make a concoction. What we did is use a fruit cocktail instead. So I said, this is substitute. What the heck? And it's really amazing how when you remember things like that when you come to the country, because you miss some of these things that you normally have when you were born. And because I learned a lot of things back in the war period, because survival is really amazing. That the conveniency when you go to America, plastic toilet, you got electricity and all this stuff. Hey, we don't have that during the war. Candlelight, and as long as you had rice, this stifle and you survive. And when you come to America, you got all this luxurious thing, and you never really actually learn things until you have tasted some of these items that you buy. If you're never exposed to chewing gum, you don't know what the heck chewing gum was. And so it's a learning curve, not only all the cultural stuff that you learn, and that very, very specific, but so that first year was a very, very, not only a learning curve for all of us kids. And of course, my brothers, the younger ones, they're easy to adapt because they play with the younger kids themselves. And it's not too bad, but I'm the oldest, so I'm a little bit different from them.